Hi, I'm Jennifer. If it's your first time here, welcome. I'm glad you came. I hope you stick around. If you are a returning viewer or a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I had a weird request, or I thought it was a weird request. I can't speak. Someone asked me, actually a couple people asked me to show them how I apply my self-tanner after I did my faves and not so faves self-tanner video last week. That's one of those things I kind of thought everybody already knew, and I am by no means an expert, but I did it, and let me tell you, it was incredibly uncomfortable. I was standing in my bathroom in a bikini for all the world to see, and yeah, it was uncomfortable, but I did it. So, rather than me babbling and babbling and babbling, let's just get into this. This is a funny angle. You want to start every day before every shower with a dry brush. This is what it looks like. Mine is from Eco Tools. It's just, it reminds me of a horse brush. Professional tip here, pro tip. When I first got this, it was super stiff and really hard, and then I wet it and it got a little softer and not quite so abrasive. So, you want to exfoliate your skin really well before you self-tan every time. So here's what I do. Apparently I'm going to say so a lot, and it's weird standing here in my swimsuit covered bikini. So I just said so again, didn't I? You want to just run this all over your skin, everywhere you're going to put self-tanner, and I pay particular attention to places like my knees where it's a little rough, and this area right here, for some reason, I tend to get a lot of self-tanner buildup. So you just want to, go all over your skin with the dry brush. I do this everywhere I'm going to put self-tanner except my neck and my face. I used other exfoliating for that. I'll be back. I'm going to sneak into the picture in a minute. I can't tell you how uncomfortable this is, but let's get started. I'm trying to keep my top out. I'm wearing a bikini. No one needs to see that. First, though, I'm freshly out of the shower. My skin is completely dry. On the bottoms of my feet, I use a body butter. This particular one is from Ulta. It's Morning Whisper. You can use whatever you want. I have a friend that uses Vaseline. It doesn't matter. You just want a barrier that will stop the self-tanner because no one has tanned feet. I just apply that all along the bottoms of my feet and just the tops of my toes. And then, it's hard to get this in the frame, kind of up the side right there. Think about what your foot would look like if you were standing in the sunlight where the sun would actually hit it. It wouldn't hit the sides right there so much. It wouldn't hit this side. And I bring a tiny bit of this up to my right here because that tends to gather a lot of self-tanner. Next up, handy dandy velour mitt. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah. My name is Mitt. I never have any fun. This is the Miami Gorgeous Self-Tanner. Give it a good shake. Put about that much. And I start with my calf. And you just want to go in circular motions like that. The nice thing about this one is that it does have an indicator. This is really hard to do. Anyway, you just want to go in circular motions, and then I bring it down onto my foot just a little bit. Kind of bend my toes so it doesn't get in those toe lines. I don't want a lot here. It builds up here. And just a little on the foot. But then you just really look to see where dark spots, white spots are, whatever. And just keep blending that with your velour mitt. Pay attention to behind your knee. I miss that a lot. And then right here where your knee is bony and rough, just gently go over that. And then sometimes when I'm finished, I will go back and look. And if I see a dark spot, I'll take a facial cleanser wipe or just a very slightly damp washcloth and gently touch those areas where it got dark. All right, moving on. Let's see if I can get my thigh in here somehow. Same with your thigh. You just want to put it on in gently circular motions. You're not rubbing hard. You're just kind of placing it on your skin. And again, pay attention to where you might have some white spots or some darker spots, and just keep gently blending. I must really, really like you guys to be doing this. I cannot tell you how uncomfortable this is. Then I do the same on the other leg, and I go to my hands. I'll be right back. This is so uncomfortable, but it's YouTube, right? And God, I hope no one's really watching other than maybe people who know me because I'm standing here in a bikini. For my arms, good glop on there. I generally start here. And again, I'm just gently putting it on my skin. I'm not really rubbing it in. I'm just placing it there. You want to keep your elbow when you go here bent this way so you don't get product gathering, but then you want to go back here and really make sure you get this spot. I currently, I don't know if you can see, have a white spot right there because the other day I didn't pay close enough attention and wound up with a white spot there. Then I move on to my lower arm, same thing, just keep gently putting it on, paying attention again to any white spots, dark spots. While there's a little left on this mid, I don't add any more, I come down onto my hands. And your hands tan really dark, really fast. You want to kind of unbend your fingers so you're getting in those lines. And I really should have put some body butter on my hand to make sure I didn't get any on my palm, but I will go back with a wet washcloth when I'm finished and take care of that. And then I want to go, you know, just right here on my wrist. And then the upper body, you do the same way as you did all the rest of it. Just pay close attention when you're finished. Go back, look in a full-length mirror, look closely. If there are white spots, touch them up. If there are dark spots, especially around your knees and your ankles and places like that, just take a very almost damp, just slightly damp washcloth and very gently go over those spots where it has gathered, and that will help. The big trick for me is to keep my skin incredibly moisturized. It needs to be super, super moisturized in order to keep your tan fresh and nice for as long as possible. So read the directions on your self-tanner, however long it says to leave it on. Mine, I think, is a minimum of 4 hours. I generally put it on in the morning, go about my day, and then that night I will slather myself in lotion, shower the next morning and lotion again, and that seems to help. That's all I have to say about that. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. I hope that no one was horrified by as much skin as I had exposed there. I certainly was. I really appreciate you watching. If you have not yet subscribed, I hope you'll consider doing so. Give me a thumbs up. That'll make my day. Go out and have a glorious, fantastic day. I'll see you later. Bye. Jen out.